why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indiana.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
Let's get that
swag. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's the Jets punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, You've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
From the red zone now, Brissett.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Number 86.
Michael Pittman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
25-yard line.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
That's good for the Jets.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On the ground, this is Kamara. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some clock.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
17-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
And sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
For the Jets field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
For 1st and 10. At their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A good throw here, finding Pascal. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime. The 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained. For week 7, 2nd half, let's do it. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A gain of 15. First down, Colts.
On first down, it's Mack. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
He was brought down by...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And his throw here's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw on third down, Eason. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best.